as Pinoy Pin started to look through Twitter. What the actual X?
Oh hell no! Endeavor XO Choco is diabolical. Diabolical.
Fandom, right?
A little too well. Yeah.
You know the bad side, right? Of course, yeah. What's your opinion on your ships? Don't you love your ship with Aerie?
Hey yo! My Academia is the worst fandom of all time.
Rocky, this is my mom. Mom, this is my no, wait, no.
No, this star is diabolical. Hey! Huh. Y'all? Hey. Hey, okay.
Oh
You're really trying to expect.
Gosh, this video took like a year off my life. So I previously made a video on the JJK fandom being one of the worst in recent memory. The main factors being things like spoiling, shipping, lunacy, etc. Like, I don't even want to try to understand what this means.
It's still gonna have to be Shibuya, a whole new incident. So what
means? But when I was reading the comments of that video, I saw a lot of mentions of a certain fandom, the My Hero fandom.
Yeah, they're cooked.
And I was really confused.
Yo, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, of course, and Instagram. I have all these platforms, and I think you to follow them, and all of them are in the beautiful link in the description. Plus, the Discord there too, where we can talk and hang out. You know what I'm saying? So go follow them and subscribe. And while you at it, like this video. I wasn't joking. Like the video, please.
To be honest, how could the My Hero fans be worse than the JJK fans? Nowadays, the fans are pretty tame and should be pretty happy considering the anime is back and the manga is seemingly wrapping things up. And from what I've seen, they haven't done anything crazy, is what I had previously thought. I didn't really engage with other fans of My Hero outside of my own friends, so I've usually just enjoyed the show in peace. Thank goodness I did that, because I was able to miss the prime My Hero fandom, and not prime in a good way whatsoever. The amount of feats this fandom has in all aspects is historical. I was truly in denial of who the worst fandom could possibly be, and if you have similar thoughts as me, I think this video will educate you a bit more on the crimes some of these fans have committed. First off, we need to address one of the biggest problems when diving into the history of the MHA fandom, the cringe. It's a staple of the community. Every fandom has their own idiosyncrasies. JoJo's fans are unhinged, Dragon Ball fans can't read, Chainsaw Man fans are in shambles, which I can't even blame them after that recent chapter, so on and so forth. As you saw in the clip in the beginning, My Hero fans have had some of the cringiest clips in the history of the internet. Now, there's nothing inherently wrong with being cringy or corny or something like that. It's not like these guys need to be attacked or thrown in jail or something, and certainly not every My Hero fan is a cringe lord. However, at a certain—
Are you sure about that? Are you really sure about that?
Point, we have to draw a line for the amounts of cringe the average human can tolerate. And back in the day when MHA was on fire, these fans crossed the line repeatedly, usually including some NPC with a Deku wig doing something weird.
Can I ask you some questions? Sure, whatever. Okay. How do you feel about Bakugo? Don't you speak of him!
Can we talk about the actual funny clip? I don't think we'll have it in the video, but I'm gonna play it for y'all. The actual clip that used to kill me of cringe in My Hero, because that shit right there was cringe. But the one clip that used to get me in My Hero that was holy cringe is this one right here.
Bro, I don't even know what I'm watching anymore at this point. Like, you see what I'm talking about. It doesn't help that Deku's voice is kind of easy to do while making it annoying as well. Oh yeah, I might as well talk about the rampant
hoes on me
cringy cosplays in this community as well. I feel like 60% of the MHA cosplays I've seen are to do some corny TikTok video or push their favorite ship and don't go away. We'll be covering those abominations shortly. To clarify, I think these cosplays are cool, but something like this is just weird. Cosplaying is a cool concept for sure, but I feel like if I were to do one, I couldn't even consider trying to do Bakugo, Deku, or Todoroki. I feel like it's all just cursed at this point. I think the worst part about all the cringy videos is that there is so little creativity. It's always the same corny lines about Deku and Bakugo or something. Or maybe they'll get a bit frisky and pin Deku to the wall. Why is it always Oh my gosh. That's something I gotta give fandoms like One Piece credit. The peak of their memes are mad funny and creative. From what I've seen, the only My Hero memes that are funny are the same fans just laughing at the insane ones. Speaking of insane, the MHA fandom at its peak seemingly has insanity that rivals JJK levels. Actually, insanity isn't the right word for it. I say this because we know that a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen fans be joking with some of the crazy memes like, nah, I'd win. I'd outright call some of the My Hero fans delusional, because some of these MHA videos seem to be dead serious. I felt like this video should be featured in this section.
Todoroki giving birth in AK is
show my point. Like, what is this?
That's
Todoroki
wild.
giving birth? What am I supposed to feel when watching this? I truly hope this was satire because this is just a new level of crazy. This is
that's
Plano's
weird.
level outrageousness.
Once told me it's your power, Todoroki. Your mother burned your face when she left. And now you're gay. Yeah.
That clip practically sums up how crazy a fandom can be. Sometimes you gotta break down a scenario to really
Grandpa
show
chewing
how
up in
absurd it
here.
is. We got people in a circle surrounding a Todoroki cosplayer singing a coordinated song specifically around this character, then calling the character gay. This is all in public, by the way. There's so much to unpack in this one clip, but I think we all get the idea. It's
an anime
weird.
convention,
I
it's
actually
fine.
see why a lot of people don't rock with My Hero now. I promise you, I forget that this show is about teenagers trying to be heroes when I see all these videos. I'm starting to even wonder if some of these fans watch the show. They seemingly take a concept that is kind of present in the series and start going off on their own fan-made canon. Also, similarly to the Gojo figure incident, let's just say there was a girl who emptied out the liquid contents of an item onto a poster of Bakugo. I would not look this up if I were
Oh yeah, I know the exact video he's talking about.
for you, but if you're curious, go on ahead. I have no explanation as to why someone would do this, but maybe I'm the foolish one for not understanding. Hint, hint, I'm not the crazy one. Before I get into more notorious crimes of this community, if you're new and enjoying the video so far, you might as well subscribe. Anyways, it's time to talk about the peak degeneracy known as My Hero ships.
Let me hear
Probably the worst part about the fans by a large margin, in my opinion. I don't even know where to begin with this,
They're
but I
looking
guess
cold
we
right
can
here.
talk about the rampant underage shipping in the fandom. Considering the fact that this is a shonen anime and a majority of the characters are teenagers, we're prone to seeing some weirdos trying to ship teenagers with adults. But the My Hero community does it at a prolific rate. For a quick little story time, let's go back like a month or so, and I was chilling watching a JJK leak stream. Then something caught my eyes as Pinoy Pin started to look through Twitter. What the actual
Oh hell no! Endeavor XO Choco is diabolical! Diabolical!
This was my exact reaction to the tweet. Endeavor is 46. Uraraka is 16 years old. He's old enough to be her dad by a good bit. Not only are we shipping them, we have fan art of these two as well.
That's wild,
and also
bro.
fan art of these two at the beach in a seemingly romantic way.
That is wild.
This is a corrupt society. Do not have kids.
Wow.
I wish I was not born. Look at me.
Cooked.
Seriously though, I bet if you were in the wrong space, they'd call you crazy for calling out the sheer degeneracy between shipping these two. The post is dead talking about these two having kids together. If you really wanted to make theoretical kids with crazy quirks, there are like a bajillion other fire quirk users in the show that would have been better than the 46-year-old man. This tells me that you went out of your way to do this specifically with Endeavor to try to play out some crazy fantasy in your head.
You know your fandom, right?
A little too well. Yeah.
You know the bad side, right? Of course, yeah. What's your opinion on your ships? Don't you love your ship with Eri?
Hey yo! Oh hell no.
I can't even say I have words for this clip, bruh. Like, there are so many things wrong, it's not even funny. First off, we should have known from the way you were moving that you were gonna act some BS. You know your fandom, right? And she's saying this stuff smiling. She knows where she's going with this. And she's asking the voice actor of Deku these questions, and he's rightfully panicking about this. I promise you, he's had to do this in the past before plenty of times. And then we proceed to ask him about a ship with a child that his fans have made for some ungodly reason. We know he has nothing to do with this stuff, right? Why would you ask him that? By the way, he had to go on Twitter to publicly ask everyone to not ask him about things like this. So basic sense and manners are clearly not present with some of these fans. And I ain't gonna forget about the bigger problem. The fact that Eri is 7, I repeat, 7 years old. You can count that on your fingers, by the way. Why is that something that people think about? And how is it popular enough for people to just casually bring up, oh, yeah, Deku and Eri, oh yeah, that's perfectly normal. Some of these fans' brains are so cooked that they think a romantic relationship between a teenager and a 7-year-old is completely normal and should be promoted. The last portion of ships I need to address is the rampant shipping of Deku with his classmates. Although I'd bet my life savings that you could find a ship of Deku with every single other character.
That for one is diabolical.
My Hero. For some reason, which I can't really explain why, a large number, not a
lot.
majority, but a lot, of the fans who ship Deku seemingly do it exclusively with other male characters. Which is nothing wrong with that, obviously. Besides the fact that the author practically puts up on a billboard that Deku and Uraraka have crushes on each other, which tells the audience that Deku is allowed to like girls too. And from what I've seen, some people will really die on these hills of like Todoroki and Deku being legit in Endgame. Fans be taking it too far, and then you see people
my fault.
Making videos of Todoroki and
I'm about
Deku
to roast
arguing over the
somebody
last
right
name
there.
they'll use when they get married. Yeah, that's such a crazy sentence. Oh my gosh. Like, are people
Diabolical
blind?
sentence.
Maybe I'm tweaking, but I haven't seen any romantic vibes between these two
Whoa.
once in this show. Also, seriously, Todoroki, like come on, we can at least get someone with more aura or something. It's like if people were to watch Bleach, see Ichigo and Uryu, and tell people that they'll get married in the end of the series. It just doesn't
No
compute.
aura.
Honestly, it makes me wonder whether some of these fans actually know how real people can interact in a friendship. I promise there are people who are genuinely convinced that the author has been hinting at some secret love triangle between Todoroki, Bakugo, and Deku the entire
They're just
series.
friends,
And
man.
yes, I'm not even joking either.
I would definitely have to say Deku belongs with Bakugo and Todoroki.
What?
Okay, oh my gosh. So what have we learned today?
My Hero fans are cringe.
To be honest, I don't even know. But on a serious note, it's important to state that not every fan is like this. There are a lot of My Hero fans, and not every one of them dresses up in Deku cosplay to do weird skits. Those crazy skit creators are probably in the minority, but their minority happens to be vocal and a bit larger than other fandoms.
Hey, yo, what the flip you doing right now?
A lot of the normal fans of the show have had to consistently face the crimes of the weird fans because now everyone believes their series is weird. That's why it's important to grade a fandom on the max potential for a fan to be weird rather than just generalizing. We need to be asking questions like how often are the fans weird or how weird the fans actually are.
Okay.
What I've personally learned after doing this video is that the My Hero fandom clears the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom in terms of all.
I'm not gonna lie, your Jujutsu Kaisen video was more wild than the My Hero video. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm just too used to the My Hero cringe, but this is more calmer.
All-time worst fandom. Right now though, JJK fans have got to be worse due to the fact that My Hero fans have been toning down a bit in the recent years. If you've made it this far into the video, special thanks to you.
Alright, then video, I mean, that was a good video though. Still a banger video, I'm not gonna lie, it's still a banger.